Our next honoree is one of the most relentless voices for peace and accountability in U.S. foreign policy. Scott Horton has dedicated his career to exposing the costs of endless wars, the failures of intervention, and the human stories too often ignored through his books, his encyclopedic books, by the way. His latest one, Provoked, the definitive work on the Ukraine proxy war. Although stay tuned for Mind as well, coming soon. Through his books and interviews, Scott reminds us that truth in journalism must include telling the hard stories of war. Please welcome and congratulate Scott Horton.
Thank you very much, everybody. I appreciate that. And thank you to the great Aaron Maté, of course. I'm not really a journalist. I just interview journalists, and then I write books, which are compilations of work that journalists did. Journalists like Aaron and Matt in particular. But anyway, so I just wanted to say real quick, thank you very much. It's great to be here in MAGA country. We're going to hit the subway right after this. American Airlines screwed me again. I was late, but luckily I didn't have to change planes in Dallas. And so because of Calvin, the most dangerous cab driver in Chicago, which I've only taken one cab in Chicago, but I'm pretty sure Calvin is the most dangerous cab driver in Chicago, and he got me here. So thank you to him. The shoulders of these freeways will never be the same. Now, free speech. Look, I'm not much of a libertarian theorist, but I believe in natural rights. And I think that the evidence that we all have a natural right to speak freely is the fact that we're all born screaming. And I know for myself, in my experience, and I still remember being a little kid very well, that I always had something to say. And everyone around me always had something to say. And of course, it only makes sense. Of course, we have the right to say whatever we want. Now, of course, it's all bound up in property rights. You own yourself, so of course, you get to decide what comes out of your mouth. And if you're on your own property, then of course you get to say whatever you want. If you're on my property, well, then I get to decide. But then we've decided on public property that it's a civil right and a civil liberty worth the highest protection in our society, that we have free speech, and that we cannot be imprisoned or persecuted by our government for free speech. And there's, of course, a very important utilitarian reason for that, is so free people can govern ourselves, so we can know the truth and we can decide. In America, unlike every other state in the world, the premise, anyway, is that we were all born free. We allow the government to exist to protect our rights. So, of course, they can't take them away. They can only protect the rights that we give them the mandate to protect. And that's why the First Amendment says that Congress has no power whatsoever to interfere with our free speech. And as Thomas Jefferson said, those who expect to remain ignorant and free want something that has never been and will never be. So we have to be able to have free speech in order to have a free society. Jefferson also said, and maybe this is apropos of our time now where divisions are so stark, he said that error of opinion should always be tolerated as long as reason is left free to combat it. So really, who cares how wrong everyone else is? It's just an opportunity for you to set them straight and hopefully lead others by your example. Now, obviously, the internet was created to enslave us and track us all like packages. However, it is a double-edged sword. And the people in this room have done a really great job of using the National Security Agency's enslavement technology back against them. And we can see with the fall of the major media and the rise of the independent media just how well it's working. Now, I have a dream of a political realignment in this country where the best of the left and the best of the right unite around us libertarians to oppose the empire and the central state. But the deal is, I know that's never going to happen. But libertarians can ally with leftists, and libertarians can ally with right-wingers. We just got to keep y'all separate from each other, you know. So, almost done here. And the thing is, too, is we don't have to work together to all work at the same time on the same things, like opposing war and protecting free speech. And so, I'm sorry, my writing got real small here. Let me finish up. I got old, and now I can't see any well. Oh, yeah, that's what I just said. Okay, thank you.